I loved those trees, towering oaks and maples that shaded my property, planted by my grandfather nearly 70 years ago. They weren't just trees, they were history. They were my family's legacy. But the HOA saw them differently. One morning, I walked outside to the sound of chainsaws. My jaw dropped. A crew of workers hired by the HOA was chopping them down without my permission. "Hey, what do you think you're doing?" I yelled. The workers shrugged. "HOA order." They said the trees ruined the neighborhood's view of the lake. I called the HOA president immediately, furious. Her smug reply, "They were community nuisances. You'll thank us later." Thank them. Those trees were on my deeded property, and they had no right. So I lawyered up. We pulled land surveys, historical plats, even the original property maps from the county archives. And guess what? Not only were the trees legally protected, but the HOA had accidentally built part of their own community parkland and offices on my family's acreage. Every fence, every trail, every bench on my side of the line. When the case hit court, I brought photos of the destroyed trees, the contracts proving ownership, and maps showing just how badly they had trespassed. The judge didn't even let it drag on. "Mr. Thompson," the judge ruled, "your property rights have been violated, and as for the HOA, they owe damages." The HOA froze. Damages meant not just money, but control of the land. And since they'd been operating on my acreage illegally, the court granted me legal authority over it. That's right. By cutting down my trees, they didn't just lose the lawsuit, they lost their land. Now the HOA office sits abandoned. Their fancy park locked behind my new gate, and every time I walk past the stumps of my old oaks, I smile knowing one thing. They wanted a better view. Now they can admire it from the outside of my fence.
I am Liam, and trust me, the next HOA story is even worse. Subscribe now.